Hello. It's looking chilly for Central Europe in the next couple of days, thanks to a big pull down of air from the north behind this area of low pressure that's dropped some heavy snow across the Alps and will then push some wet and at times wintry weather further east into Poland, across parts of the Balkans and eventually into Romania and Hungary on Wednesday. Sunshine across Central Europe is the payoff for that colder air arriving. Warmer weather and sunshine towards the southeast, though, for much of Greece and Turkey. But there you see the showers across Romania and Hungary, just 7 degrees in Budapest on Wednesday, just 8 degrees in Bern. Further west, we've got low pressure trying to squeeze its way in from the Atlantic across Portugal and Spain. Some wet weather for Lisbon and Gibraltar on Wednesday. And then that unsettled weather scenario extends its way further eastwards across the Mediterranean for the latter part of the week. So we'll see some showers getting into the Balearics, extending across towards Sicily. Does start to clear up, though, for Hungary and Budapest by the time we get to Thursday. So there you see the showers for the likes of Ibiza and Palermo persisting on into the weekend. Stays fine, though, for Rome and Athens, and we will, I think, start to see some warmth returning to Central and Western Europe by the time we get into the weekend, but especially for the start of next week. Hello. Monsoon showers continue to produce heavy downpours across Indonesia and much of Malaysia at the moment. You can see the bright white cloud here on our latest satellite image. Plenty of cloud, though, also streaming in a line almost straight through central China, extending out to the east, linked up to a frontal system that by Wednesday will be pulling away from Japan, having brought some very heavy rain to Honshu and Kyushu on Tuesday. We'll also see the winds beginning to ease. Clear skies across the Sea of Japan, much of the Yellow Sea, some sunshine for Seoul and Beijing. Shanghai staying to the north, I think, of the wettest weather, but some heavier rain on the tail end of that system, sinking into Laos and northern Thailand. For Taipei, it looks like we've got some fairly solid rain to come Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, hopefully something a little drier returning. Australia looking much quieter towards the southwest now, but some showers pushing into the Pilbara coast on Wednesday. Quite cool in the southwest, thanks to southerly winds. Crossing the Bight, some sunshine for the southeast of Australia, looking drier for Tasmania by Wednesday as this front pulls out of the way, but that will be heading towards the South Island of New Zealand for the latter part of the week. It looks quite showery for Auckland on Wednesday and again through the weekend. Hello. In the last 24 hours or so, we've seen some pretty punchy showers pushing across Sri Lanka and extending into southern India, particularly affecting Tamil Nadu and Kerala. There's more in our forecast as well for the next 48 hours or so. If anything, we'll see showers extending further north too, beginning to affect parts of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And they'll be accompanied by pretty squally winds as well. Some heavy downpours on the way here. As we make our way further north, the skies are clearer until we get across towards eastern Afghanistan and northern Pakistan, where again we could see some showers in the next few days. Wintry across the mountains of the Hindu Kush. Some warmer air feeding its way into Kazakhstan through the middle part of the week. Temperatures are a shade above average across southern Pakistan and northernmost India on Wednesday. A closer look at some of those heavier showers. I think we could see a few spreading towards the Maldives on Wednesday too. Also a risk of a few showers towards the far northeast of India, becoming increasingly confined, though, I think, towards Bhutan and northernmost Bangladesh. Tashkent sits in the sunshine for Thursday and Friday. A rather more showery story here by Sunday. Kabul, the reverse picture, showery in the short term. Sunshine returns as we head further ahead with our forecast. Looking very wet, though, throughout for Sri Lanka. Hello. Thanks to an area of high pressure, we're set to continue with some unprecedented warmth across the western half of South Africa in the next few days until at least Thursday, and quite a high fire risk here as well. Low pressure sits offshore of Mozambique, feeding some quite heavy showers into the coast. We'll see a lot of those affecting parts of Tanzania as well. some heavier rain for northern Madagascar. This low looks like it's going to be quite potent as it pushes its way into Tunisia, eventually perhaps edging across towards Libya later on in the week. Some particularly squally winds here affecting coastal areas. More heavy showers for Arusha in the outlook, a little cooler for Cape Town with a bit more cloud around on Thursday, but back up to 34 here for the start of the weekend. Showers finally clearing Casablanca by Friday, but a little cool in the short term. Algiers looks like it will stay distinctly more unsettled. It has been on the cool side for Egypt, Syria, the Lebanon in recent days thanks to a northerly wind. That begins to ease from Wednesday onwards, and then we'll see warmth returning. If anything, as the winds start to swing around and become southerly once again, the temperatures could spring back quite radically by the time we get into Thursday, Friday, for example. So Damascus by Friday back up close to 30 degrees, higher still through the weekend. Hello. We have some very windy weather in the forecast for southern Chile in the next few days. Weather fronts approaching here. We'll see winds widely gusting up to 100 kilometres per hour along exposed coasts. And the fronts will also push some quite heavy snow across the tops of the Andes. At lower levels, it will be heavy rain to contend with. Further north, a fairly extensive area of high pressure will keep things pretty quiet across Argentina, Uruguay and Paraguay on Tuesday. Heavier rain through the Amazon basin again extends up into Venezuela and Colombia, also in to the northeast of Brazil. The tail end of a weather front feeds some showers in just to the north of Rio on Tuesday. You can see there plenty of sunshine through the River Plate region thanks to that area of high pressure. It does though look like we could see some heavier showers developing between the border for Argentina and southern Brazil towards the end of this week. So locally some downpours to come there. For Central America, cloud affecting Mexico City, bringing some drizzly rain at times. Generally pretty quiet across the Gulf of Mexico and through the Caribbean, but heavier rain extending out of Panama into Costa Rica. We could see some heavier showers for Guatemala, parts of Nicaragua at times too. But Havana looks fairly committed to its sunshine in the next 5 days. Showery for Santa Ana and San Jose. Hello. An area of low pressure to the north of the plains extending into Saskatchewan and Manitoba still has further heavy snow to drop on Tuesday. In some areas we could see the best part of a foot of snow before we're done. This area of low pressure will start to slowly move its way eastwards through Wednesday and Thursday, but only very slowly. Some wetter weather pushing up from the Gulf of Mexico towards Texas and into the deep south through Tuesday. Further west, it's looking largely fine, but that fine weather does come with its own problems. Sunshine across much of western Canada and down the west coast of the US until we get as far south as Los Angeles and San Diego, where we may see some cloud being fed onshore for Tuesday. But it's further inland into southern California, into Nevada and parts of Arizona that our concern is raised in the next few days as the fire risk points towards critical. A lot of dry air and strengthening winds here. Looks clearer for New York and Washington on Tuesday. Sunshine across the Carolinas and into Florida after that very heavy rain we saw to the south through the weekend. But moisture gathering again out of the Gulf of Mexico, set to bring some heavy rainfall towards the likes of Louisiana through Tuesday. Baton Rouge looks like it'll stay stormy through much of the remainder of the week. There's that wetter weather getting into the northeast by Thursday.